In 1948, psychologist B.F. Skinner placed hungry pigeons in a box. At random intervals, a mechanism would deliver a food pellet, completely independent of whatever the pigeon was doing. Yet, the pigeons began to develop peculiar rituals. One would turn counterclockwise, another would thrust its head into a corner of the cage. Their brains, designed for pattern recognition, had connected a random action with a reward. They were behaving as if their actions caused the food to appear. This isn't a glitch in the pigeon's mind. It's the fundamental architecture of learning, a process called operant conditioning. Your brain is doing this right now, constantly and unconsciously linking actions to outcomes. This drive to connect cause and effect is so powerful, it creates what psychologist Ellen Langer called the illusion of control. In one of her studies, subjects in a lottery who chose their own number valued their ticket significantly more than those who were handed a random one. They felt their choice gave them influence over a purely random event. Imagine pressing a crosswalk button. You press it, and eventually the light changes. Did you cause it? Often, these buttons are placebos, disconnected from the traffic light system, yet pressing them gives us a feeling of agency. This is the athlete's world. In a game filled with chaotic, unpredictable variables, the mind desperately seeks something, anything, it can control. Uncertainty triggers a primal alarm in your brain, specifically in a region called the amygdala. It's your brain's threat detector. For an athlete about to perform, this system is on high alert. So how do they calm it? Through ritual. Research by Francesca Gino and Michael Norton found that enacting rituals, even simple, seemingly meaningless ones, reduces anxiety. The act of performing a structured, predictable sequence of actions imposes a sense of order onto a chaotic internal state. It tells the overactive prefrontal cortex, which is busy imagining every possible failure, that at least this one small thing is under complete control. The ritual doesn't change the external world. It changes the internal one, measurably lowering heart rate and stress hormones like cortisol. Now, combine that feeling of control and reduced anxiety with a successful outcome. A basketball player wears a specific pair of socks and scores a career-high number of points. Their brain, already primed by the pigeon's logic, makes an immediate and powerful connection. It's a cognitive shortcut known as post hoc ergo propter hoc. After this, therefore, because of this. The brain doesn't see it as two unrelated events occurred sequentially. It sees the socks caused the points. This isn't a failure of intelligence. It's a feature of a brain built for rapid survival decisions, not statistical analysis. In the wild, assuming a rustle in the bushes is a safer bet than assuming it's the wind. In sports, assuming the socks are magic is a safer bet for managing anxiety than accepting pure randomness. The higher the stakes, the more our brains lean on these shortcuts. This is due to something called cognitive load. When you're under immense pressure, a penalty kick to win the championship, your brain's executive functions, managed by the prefrontal cortex, are overwhelmed. Your capacity for complex logical reasoning diminishes. In this state, the brain offloads the stress to more intuitive, automatic systems. Magical thinking feels easier and more comforting than statistical probability. The ritual isn't just a quirky habit anymore. It becomes an essential psychological tool, a stable anchor in a storm of pressure, freeing up precious mental resources to focus on the actual task. And these behaviors don't exist in a vacuum. Superstitions are contagious. When a rookie joins a team, they see veteran players, successful players, performing these rituals. Think of Michael Jordan, who famously wore his University of North Carolina practice shorts under his Chicago Bulls uniform for every game of his professional career. This act of social learning normalizes the behavior. It's no longer just a personal quirk, it's part of the team's culture, part of what it means to be a professional. The ritual becomes a shared script, a piece of team identity that signals commitment and focus. It binds the team together through a shared, unspoken psychological language. So, do the lucky socks actually work? Yes, but not for the reason the athlete thinks. The ritual creates a powerful psychological feedback loop. The superstition reduces anxiety. Reduced anxiety enhances focus and motor control. Better focus and control lead to better performance. And that success then powerfully reinforces the belief in the original superstition, making it even more effective the next time. The magic isn't in the object, it's in the belief. The ritual is a placebo that the athlete administers to themselves. Which leads to a final question. What seemingly irrational rituals do you have in your own life that are, in fact, quietly and effectively managing your own internal world?
Monotony has grown fast. Nearly 2,700 people have watched in the last few weeks, yet less than 0.03% are subscribed. It would mean a lot if you joined by hitting subscribe. And again, thanks for watching.